Okay, so we take a look at this extra review, and we're going to do problems 1 through 3 together, and then you'll do 4 through 6 on your own. When you're done, make sure check your answer with the key for those last 3 problems. So we look at number 1. We want to find the measure of angle x, which is this guy right here, this angle. So you have to ask yourself in a situation like this: is the angle on the inside or the outside? In our case, the angle's on the outside. So when that happens, you have to take the big arc, which they said was ABC, this red arc right there, which is 140, and subtract it from the small arc, which is the yellow arc right there, which they said was 50. And then you divide those values by 2. So what you're going to do, you're going to do the big arc minus the little arc and divide by 2. So that you do that whenever the angle is on the outside. Big arc minus little arc, divide by 2. So we do so, 140 minus 50 is 90. And 90 divided by 2 is 45. So the measure of x, the angle x, is 45 degrees. Okay. If we look at the next example, number 2, we want to find QTR, so this angle right here. Okay. So when this happens, the angle is not on the edge, it's not in the center. It's formed by kind of 2 intersecting chords, so making an X inside that circle. When this happens, when the angle is inside the circle, instead of subtracting the 2, you add. So you take the arc that's in between it. So here's the angle we're trying to find. There's one arc. And you're going to add it to the other one across from it. And divide by 2. When we do so, 174 plus 106 divided by 2 is 140 degrees. In calculator, you do 174 plus 106, enter, divide by 2, and you should get 140. Okay. So given the angles outside, like number 1, big minus small, divide by 2. Those 2 arcs that are in between that angle. When the angle's on the inside, you add the 2 arcs and divide by 2. Number 3 is a little different because we're finding x. And here's x, it's an arc. Okay? So whenever an arc is missing, you're setting them up in a very similar way. Okay? Ask yourself, right? Is the angle inside or outside? Well, the angle is inside. Here's the angle they gave us, it's 70. That's inside, similar to number 2. Okay? So you're going to set it up the same way. You're going to take the arc, add it to the arc across from it, so we go across. That arc across from it, 60. Divide it by 2, just like we did in number 2. But it will equal that angle on the inside, so that will equal 70. You're setting up a problem to solve. So instead of just plugging in this calculator, we're going to solve for x. So in order to solve for x, we have to multiply by 2 on both sides. The 2's are going to cancel out here, and we're just left with what's in the top. 70 times 2 is 140. And then the x by itself, all you have to do is subtract 60. So 140 minus 60 is 80 degrees. So the measure of that missing arc is just 80 degrees. So sometimes you have to find the arc when you do so, you're just setting up an equation and so on. Again, angle outside, add or subtract, big minus small, divide by 2. Angle on the inside, big plus small, divide by 2. And if the arc is missing, you just set up the equation and solve for that missing arc. Go ahead and try 4 through 6 on your own.